So once again, the crew has had issues with this particular review, and
The world
I don't
has
know.
had issues.
The
with
crew
this
has had
particular-
problems with the review, and I have to disagree. But you know,
Forget Batman. Let's not watch.
oh hold on, I'm
Titans
getting a
either.
call from Jeff Johns. Let me. What he say? Oh yeah, they're wrong. I know. Don't worry. Oh, we're being disinvited from New York Comic Con. Yo, but Jeff, I'm on your side, bro. Okay, I'm in. Yo, they're not going. Later, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
So-
We expected as much from you.
Welcome everybody. Spinner Rack is in the house, and we got to talk about probably one of the most dynamic, one of the most important, one of the shows we've been waiting for years, if not decades. Titans. Titans is on DC Universe. It's going to be the flagship show of their new cable subscription service. Okay, no.
This is
He
oh my
choked
God!
so
This is
quick.
just this. Okay, they're just streaming this on their own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, they're
This
not
is
having any
the
hookup.
this is the setup. This is the setup. It comes out in August and September, and
Hey, you're really looking forward to it. It's got you tongue
yeah,
tied.
we are right.
he's kinda-
So I'm introducing the
kinda
guys.
Falling apart.
I'm introducing the guys.
You forgot us, huh?
I forgot you know, superstar. I'm not going to introduce
You
you two
looked at
because
me
because
and
you
said
guys are
superstar?
bringing it down.
We
So-
didn't say anything yet. How can we bring
are
it down?
you nervous?
I'm
You're
afraid what
sweating
you,
a little.
Yes, I'm swervous. I don't know what you guys are going to say.
You swervous?
Swervous.
Swervous.
So, welcome to Spin Rack, everybody. And so
Swervous.
today,
With a smile.
today is going to be me and Superstar, and the other two guys are just going to give some commentary. So, Superstar, what did you think about the
Oh,
show?
wait a second. Calvin Ellis right over here. Petey, dap it out. There we go.
Oh,
We're ready to rock.
Why me? Superstar, what did you think of
What
the
do you
trailer?
think of it?
Was it not one of the greatest trailers you've ever seen ever? You know
No,
what?
it seems like you pulled it out of the sky. Robin looks like what Spider-Man
He's a
wa-
grittier.
was raised by Batman. So now he's like the moody teenager that walks around. Forget Batman. He's gonna go around and kill everybody in a dark alley. That's not Robin.
This is a deeper, more complex.
What are you talking about?
Stupid.
Robin, you know.
What are you talking about? Deeper, more complex.
This is the dark DC universe.
There's no story to
Next, you're
it.
gonna say it's more realistic.
Okay.
If the shoe fits, it fits. You know?
Here's the biggest problem I see with it. This says Titans, right? So
Not
most-
Teen Titans. This is
that's the
grown-up.
problem. See, this should say
Oh.
Teen Titans, but they want to go Titans because they want to go this whole darker, broodier thing. Fine, but most of the kids who they would love to get to watch the show are familiar with what? Teen Titans Go. Like, so
Well-
now you got to make this transition
Oh, yeah, that's
to
a good-
this
that's
show
a
right
point.
here. I'm like, my goodness. I mean, look at this dude. If I put this dude, just look at him from the neck up. Okay, we can just see him from the neck up. And I told you, okay, what superhero was this? You'd probably like,
It's a big R. It tells you it's Robin.
well, you can't see it with us here. Be like, who's the? This is Robin. Like, who? What is this? Like Injustice Robin? You know what?
Okay.
Who
Well,
is that?
wait,
This is
wait,
Robin
wait.
transitioning to Nightwing.
No,
So
no.
let's get into
We
that.
have
That was
to-
Gothic Robin.
Yeah, there we go.
This
we
is-
have that. We have to add. Besides this being dark, it goes with the setting, and there's also that Streetwalkers in the show. Does she have some sort
Wait,
of
we're
power?
not getting there.
There's a
No,
streetwalker in
no,
the
there's
show.
no streetwalker.
So
We don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
No, we don't know for
Pretty-
sure
they're
she's a
gonna go
streetwalker.
Alien hooker, right?
Yeah.
We
Because
don't
she
know
had the
that.
hair
We
was
don't
gone
know
or
that. We
something,
don't know
so
that. We
Not
don't
gonna
know
have a
that.
streetwalker. You
I heard
might as well have a dark.
Yeah, I heard
Robin.
Starfire was supposed to be on the show, but I heard they got rid of her for this alien hooker.
Yeah. What? How did this happen?
No, gentlemen.
And
I
who's
think
the
you
goth
mischaracterized-
girl that's in the start? That can't be Raven.
No, that's not
Yes,
Raven.
that's Raven.
Raven. oh
No,
my
that's
gosh.
Crush, Lobo's daughter.
No, it's not Crush. Look, gentlemen, if you cannot give fair and unbiased analysis, I don't think you guys should be talking about this at all.
I'm waiting for you to give a fair and unbiased
Yes.
analysis for anything. Look.
This is the DC universe we've been looking for.
Okay.
This is
This
not
is-
the DC universe.
No, it's
This
not.
is like Injustice.
This
Gods
is the
Among
same
Us,
mistake
okay?
they keep making. See, a lot of guys will come over here and they'll disparage Teen Titans Go, but Teen Titans Go is actually doing what it's supposed to. It hits its audience, it makes its numbers, and the kids love it. I tune in from time to time. I'm like, yeah, if I was a kid, I would love this sort of stuff. Now, okay, I am certain as a kid, there's all the stuff out there. Eventually, you'll see a trailer like, oh, Titans. Oh, Robin. Okay, let me check this out. And then you look at like, what the heck is this? At the end of the day, who is this geared for? And the Teen Titans. Okay, even the Titans are not this dark, even in the comic. They're not. They're
Yeah,
not
so
this
it was,
dark.
Okay, so let's break it down. First, you have the cartoon Teen Titans Go. It's geared
Yes.
to
Geared to everybody.
elementary school
but mostly
students.
kids.
Everybody who likes good writing.
Elementary school kids.
It's
Fun
for
setups.
all of
Then
us.
you have
when you're
the
with your
CW
son or daughter, you
then-
can watch it.
then
That's
you
right.
have- then you-
Dance for your bees.
Then you have the Arrowverse, which is basically,
But what does this have to
youngins,
do with the Titans?
which is light. There's nothing bloody. It's a light. The darkest show in the Arrowverse is Arrow, right? But then this is for grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? The youngins have to go to the back while we see how the real superheroes handle stuff. This is what it's meant for. you know?
Superheroes.
Superheroes are for kids, man.
This is the DC universe, okay? The
Yeah,
superheroes do
Teen
it.
Titans Go is the DC
You're
universe.
Why-
saying it like
This is adult fair
Okay,
superheroes.
let-
This is
let-
not
Why do you
child
expect
fair
superheroes
stuff.
like that?
I'm going to help you out, okay? Teen Titans Go, okay,
Elementary.
is aiming at a certain demographic,
Babies.
and it hits that demographic. Now,
Babies.
let's look at the WB show, the CW shows,
Arrowverse.
okay? Arrow is a darker show, so if you actually tend to want that more pulpy, urban type stuff, you can get it right there. Supergirl and Flash are much lighter than Arrow ever is. They have happy endings and more, literally, sunshine. You actually see sunshine on the show. Legends of Tomorrow is a Keystone Cops hijinks show at the end of the day.
Which I like.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy. And Black Lightning is for black people. So there you
What?
go.
No,
Oh
Black
my
people,
gosh,
listen
get
to
out
him.
of here.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
And this
Well,
show is supposed to
no,
take
but I
place
wanna
in the
go
world
to,
of Gotham.
Black Lightning is
Gotham.
for woke
No,
black people.
But you're saying this is the
Hashtag
DC.
stay woke.
That's right.
Oh, God.
Dap it out. Oh!
But you're saying this is the DC universe like Childish Gambino. It's like you're going, this is the DC universe, and something crazy is supposed to happen, and that's what's happening in this show. Which
That's
is
right.
The problem.
All we need now is Robin dancing with no shirt on. Don't be slipping.
Let's not talk about that video. I don't want to talk about that.
You went there.
No, I didn't.
because
You
This
were-
is the DC universe.
But this is
the
the-
DC universe.
Oh, God.
This is the DC universe.
The tone
What,
for
the
this
Robin
show
shoots gangster like-
is all over the
There we
place.
go.
The tone for this show is all over the place. And this is, again, Teen Titans. These are supposed to be younger superheroes.
No, this is called Titan. This is not called Teen Titans. So let's make that distinction
They're still
clear.
younger superheroes at the end of the day. They're supposed to be. So now you bring these cats in.
These guys are like 20 somethings. So
Well-
you're not doing the teen version of it. So you're gonna have a more harder core.
Adult Titans.
Yeah.
Why
so
don't you explain what Jeff Johns said for us? So we
Okay,
can
so
yeah,
figure
Jeff
let's
out
hear
Johns
that.
says
Let's
they
hear.
have
Let's
a
hear that
hard-
malarkey.
So Jeff Johns basically says this is taking the reason Robin comes out a little harder than people. Robin did say a particular word that people are getting upset about is because he's trying to distinguish himself from Batman. He's trying to get from under the shadow of Batman. And so this is the transitioning period where he goes from Robin, he's trying to discover who he is, and he's no longer under Batman, and he becomes Nightwing. So that's why you have that sort of attention that you have there. And it's understandable. He's been under Batman the entire. He's been the adopted son of Batman for how many years? Since he was a little kid.
The ward.
And he's now.
He was a ward.
Well, it's the same. Let's get it. He's an adopted son. That's what ward. There's no ward now in America. Okay. Nobody has a ward. Either you adopt him or you
Batman
don't.
had a ward.
You had a ward, not now.
You still have wards in America, just so you know. Okay.
Yeah, there's
So-
just in those dark corners where in those happy movies, you know at the start where like the child something tragic happens and they send them off to the ward and
Yeah.
then they go through families until they finally find the right one. Then the police say they can't stay with them, so you gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they fight together. It's just like that.
But this is why the
We have
adopted son of
wards.
Robin, why he had so much problems with Damien. But that's a whole nother issue.
Oh my God.
Jeff Johns explains it, and I think that's a great explanation. He's finding himself in the world basically, and he's rejecting what Batman is, or to a degree. But he's been trained to be a soldier. He's been trained to be a leader.
Okay, Michael Cohen. We're gonna forget that.
It's just like what Deadpool said. He's like, "Oh, you're dark and broody. You must be from the DC universe."
There we go. Another good one.
There.
I thought you were on my side, superstar. What's
No.
going on here, bro?
No, this is not the team. This is not the Titans. Neither is this the Teen Titans. And we have already seen DC make this error before with Man of Steel, with Batman v Superman, with making these things too dark. They're too dark at the end of the day. These are not, angsty characters at the end of the day. Particularly not Robin or Nightwing. Marv Wolfman. If you actually read the storyline, when Robin was having his difficulties with Batman, you know what he did? He stepped away. He took off the outfit. He said, I'm going to do a little soul search. And when he came back, he says, okay, I'm leaving Robin behind. I'm going to have a new identity for myself in Nightwing. That was it. He didn't go out and start punching people even more to try to make them afraid of Robin because he wanted his own identity. He created a new identity for himself. That was the mature thing to do as someone who's becoming an adult. Not this right over here.
That's what they did in the comic code time. We're doing something different.
So you use the comic, in one instance, and then now you're saying, well, no, we can't use the comic.
All I'm
book
just
here.
saying, let's give it a try. Let's not trash something until we've seen it. We
We
trash
give
stuff.
wait.
everything a try. We come over here. We
I don't
we
think
like
you're-
stuff.
I don't think
we
you're
compare
bending over-
stuff,
I don't think
but
you're bending
we
over
watch
Batman.
everything.
All
We
right.
watch everything.
All right,
We
so-
all watch everything.
So, all right,
okay?
so we're
Well,
making this
no,
into a Robin
let-
show.
no.
Are we can
Let's
agree to
no.
disagree that there's some aspects that you guys are wrong in. So what do
No,
you guys
but
think
they
about
gotta-
Raven?
No, Raven's not good. But if
What do you
look
mean?
if you look at the Titans comic book, which is what this is based on,
Loosely
the-
based on. This is the Gotham world. Remember, let's just stick to that.
The Titans, the signature book of the Titans, where they found their niche, was the day in the life, where they had the ordinary day of what the Titans characters outside of costume, what they did. That they
Right.
were normal people, that in normal lives.
And those are
Wonder
always
Girl-
great comic books. When they're done well, those are always great comic books. When they
Yes.
just look at a day in the life of any character, those are usually really good stories.
And this is wrapped outside of all this cosmic stuff that's going on in the comic. So the thing is well, you have to work on the relationships first, not this dark stuff, not seeing Starfire in a dark alley and whatnot, and not I don't know what's going on with Changeling. But I mean, they could be okay. But I think for me, even worse is Raven, because Raven, and she's been changed in Titans Go. It's changed, but she had a character, the character that she was in the comic. I don't think it ever got to where I wanted to see her develop, because she had somewhere to go post Trigon?
Trigon. yeah.
Trigon after Trigon.
Her father, Trigon, is her father.
But she was wiped, and
The
she had a
devil
whole
himself.
different. She was wiped a clean slate, and they were slowly finding what her character was. And now we got this goth girl. So, to my mind, it's already starting where all the characters are different. Robin is hell bent on what he's doing. Wasn't his
Be
goth
careful.
girl?
Be careful.
What?
Just be careful what you say. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't like the approach
Cardi
they're
B, be
taking,
careful.
and they should look at the Titans and try to get them as soon as they can. If they had to develop, they always have to develop something. Get them to the day in the life where they have some ordinary stuff, where they just get to hang out and deal with the personalities, because that's when they show their strength as as creators, showing that they can do a story with just their personality.
Because they have a big uphill climb with Starfire. I don't know what the hell that was. Who approved that?
Worse hair than Storm. Worse hair.
I'm
Top
serious.
Storm,
Who
the
approved
top
that?
Storm on the bad hair.
When she came out, I heard so much racist invective. These guys are trying to shield it in all these different ways.
Yes.
I was like, no. Okay, obviously in your mind, you believe that Starfire could only be played by a white actress. That's what you felt. I said, no.
No.
Okay, Starfire can be played by any actress, because what's going to happen? You put a wig on her. Okay, you paint her orange. Anyone can play an alien character, and I had took these guys to task, so on and so forth. And now I feel like the biggest fool on the planet, looking at the finished product right over here. And I'm like, are you really going to try to play her off as an alien because she's black? That's why you're going to try to play her off at the end of the day. I looked at it and just, oh my God, that fright wig she has on, the hooker outfit, there's no defending it. I was like, who made this decision and thought this would be cool? Because again, it goes back to these guys. And for me, it's just as, oh, Lord, it is just as bigoted a mindset where, okay, we can throw a black actress in here, okay, and that'll show diversity, and we don't even have to do the paint or make her look authentic because she's black. Okay, so where she's coming from, you see how we make the whole connection here? So we get the alien right over here, and the diversity, and she's like, we got it out of here. We got the trifecta. I was like, my God, she looks horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
Look, I can definitely go with you on this is not the look we were expecting. Okay.
But
I'm not going with this whole that they're targeting the black girl because she's an alien.
Oh, come on, they do this all the time.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. Okay, look, there's actually
Stargate.
Cutie Pie Sensei.
Worf.
She's a cosplayer, and she did a fantastic. She's black, and she did a fantastic Starfire, and she's not.
That's exactly the point
But that's
I'm
what I'm
making.
saying. I'm saying-
That is
No,
exactly the
but-
point
but-
I'm
but-
making.
but- but-
They're not
I'm
trying to even make her look authentic.
That's what I can go with you with. You know?
They're like, oh, look, it's enough that she's black. That's it. We don't need anything else.
I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what's going on. I need to see more. But
Look
I'm
at
not
the-
gonna,
wait,
I'm not
what
going to
more?
burn her down until I see more.
It's not about
her hair.
no, no.
Her hair gets
It's
all
a
red.
It's a
when she's using her
disservice.
power.
No, it's a disservice to the actress. It really is. It's a disservice to the actress. This reminds me of the same thing when these guys wanted to pull they wanted to pull Finn Jones off Iron Fist because they were like, no, we got to give an Asian character. I was like, no.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Okay. Danny Rand is who he is. Let that character stand. We don't replace people to make other people happy. And then when it came out, everybody was looking at the martial arts, and I was like, okay, you didn't give this guy any time. You didn't give him enough time so he could come over here and look authentic. And now these guys are going to trash him and torture him, to get him over here. Here, it was the same thing, where these guys, for whatever reason, they have their own bigoted notion about what Starfire is supposed to look like. Okay, the only way that you can silence that is by making her look as authentic as possible. And they decided, no, we're going to make her look like some Halloween hooker at the end of the day. Then why do it at the end of the day? If you're going to not take, look, the bottom line is, if you're not going to take the care necessary to make this character what it's supposed to be, then don't put this actress over here in that position where she's going to have to defend her raison d'etre every single time she does an interview. It was the same thing with, what's her name, Candace Patton, when she was Iris West. And literally, I think for the first 2 years of the show, she had to keep answering questions about that. And I said, look, either make it, and with Candace Patton, I thought it was a totally different thing, because Iris West, for me, as long as the girl is pretty, that's pretty much all you needed. Iris West was not this really well-formed character in terms of the DC universe, especially, since Barry Allen had been gone for well over 20 years. But here, the hair needs to be authentic, the complexion needed to be authentic, and they just decided, no, you already got this is rock what it is. Put a wig on and we should be fine.
We had that whole issue with Wonder Woman, where we thought, well, Wonder Woman wouldn't do a good job because, the bill that we used
No,
to,
it's not the same
the
thing.
bill that we thought it was. And then she came out and they did a very good job of making her look what we expected her to look. Am I
Big
correct?
business, okay? We're cool, but you're wrong.
All right, so overall, what about the other characters? Are there any other
all
hang-ups?
bad. All bad.
Yeah, all bad.
We went
Beast-
from Beast Boy.
Bad.
Bad. It looks
What
like-
about Love, Dove and
Oh, yeah.
Hawk and Dove?
Superstar, do you want to see this show?
I don't think the show is meant for Superstar.
But he's the person they're supposed to be trying
No,
to get.
they're getting
could,
us,
I
the
would
guys who are going
watch
to pay
it.
the $10. The guys, they want to get us, the guys who are going to pay $10 a month.
Are you going to pay $10 a month for this?
I want the whole thing. I want the DC comics. I
that's
want
not
the
a
DC
yes or no.
streaming. I want the shows. I want
Yes or no?
Young Justice. Yes, I'm going to pay for
Oh,
it.
wait,
I'm going
no.
to pay for it.
That's
happily.
what he wants to see is Young Justice.
Yeah,
Let's
so he's
segue into something that you want to see, Young Justice, right?
I want to see it
Talk
all.
as much as you want about that.
Yeah, Young Justice. Go
There
ahead.
you go.
You know what? Because we have someone here who's a minor, there are things that I would say and do
In Young
with my
Justice,
fingers and with my hands.
in Young Justice is all good.
Right? It's all good with Young Justice, right?
What do you have to do with your fingers and hands in Young Justice?
about other things? The way you guys have been behaving. But
Hands I can understand. Where do fingers?
you want to see the fingers? You want me to show you some fingers?
I don't know what you're talking
You know
about with
what I'm
fingers,
saying?
man.
That's all I gotta say.
It's all dudes here. All dudes.
I'll show you a finger in a minute, dude. Listen, so once again, the crew has had issues with this particular review,
The
and
world
I don't
has
know.
had issues.
The
with
crew
this
has had
particular-
problems with the review, and I have to disagree. But
Forget Batman. Let's not watch.
oh, hold on, I'm
Titans
getting a
either.
call from Jeff Johns. Let me. What do you say? Oh yeah, they're wrong. I know. Don't worry. Oh, we're being disinvited from New York Comic Con. Yo, but Jeff, I'm on your side, bro. Okay, I'm in. Yo, they're not going. Later, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
So-
We expected as much from you.
Spinner Rack out.